Okay, this recording's for the October 6th. I'm sorry I missed a call last night out there. Basically, I tried to work up the forms and the cover letter and all the associated forms that basically a person that just has a certificate of live birth needs to file into their U.S. bankruptcy trustee, who is sitting over basically the Social Security Administration for the Social Security Administration's Chapter 11 debtor in possession bankruptcy filing. That is a filing that is in place back in Washington, D.C. With the bankruptcy court there. We knew that there had to be a way that these judges and everything have been processing items in against our assets out here. Well, they do it by coming in and claiming with a B410 form, B410 bankruptcy form. There used to be the B10 form, but now they've made it the B410, and we, as the living person, we are an unsecured creditor. We're not a secured party creditor. Okay? To be a secured party creditor, you have to be holding collateral. We don't hold any collateral. The only thing that we hold is a promise from them and basically a certificate of the contract, a copy of the contract. But that is not surety, or that is not collateral. Okay? It's just a piece of paper. You need to really read over this letter that I put out. From the previous letter I had going to the Secretary of State, the Attorney General, and the Treasurer as our three Republic state trustees, all of our asset credits as collateral have been fully transferred over to the Social Security Administration. Okay? The certificate of live birth is still a coupon, a withdrawal coupon that you can use in the process, but you have to process it through the U.S. trustee or assistant trustee, whichever the case may be, in your bankruptcy location. You need to fill out the SF 30, the 1414, the 1416, the 1418, as need be in the process to go along with that B410 form and submit those into that U.S. trustee. When you're totally liquidating everything, you will want to also, like I put on my cover letter there, we will also be CCing our state republic trustees. And we will be demanding from them a state-issued passport from that republic nation state that we are living in. Okay? Now, when this B410 and all the SF forms in our cover letter, and you also put a coupon in, whether it be the certificate of live birth or the DD certified copy of the DD-214, you put the check template on the back side of it. Okay? And then basically you say whether you're closing down the account or whether you're doing a withdrawal for so much off of it. Okay? The account number, basically down below, is going to be the Social Security surety account number. The routing number is going to be either your driver's license or state identification number, or, if need be, your United States citizen passport. And the United States citizen passport is not for you. It's for your surety. Okay? Even though you've got your name on it, you are the owner of that passport, which is really a passbook savings account assigned to your surety, the Social Security number. That's his name. That's the name of your surety. And then you have the routing number, the passport number, or, like I said, the driver's license, or the state identification number. The driver's license and the state identification number are both issued out of the State Department of Transportation. That is a banking department, a state commercial banking department, and they have to issue a bank routing number in the process. Now, when all your forms and everything go into the U.S. trustee, I would also CC a copy to the bankruptcy court, notifying them that you have processed the originals package to the U.S. trustee, placing them on notice. Because when you're closing down your account, that U.S. trustee is going to have to take it into the bankruptcy court so that the court can order the termination, the seizure of those accounts, because most of those accounts, the assets, the collateral, is being held offshore in Puerto Rico under the control of the Puerto Rico Secretary of Treasury in mortmain accounts. Now, there's one other person that's involved in this, and you're not going to see them on any of the websites. Okay? This person is basically a SSA/DIP, DIP, debtor in possession inspector. I just happen to know that this guy exists from the last time I went up to Des Moines, to the federal capital, or to my state capital. But I went to the federal building and I walked around there for a good 2 hours or better. I talked to the U.S. Assistant Trustee for about 20 minutes, but there was one office that I was unable to go into, and I mentioned this on several calls. I couldn't see the Secret Service. They weren't in the office at the time. The other person that I was hoping to see after I found their office was the SSA inspector. Okay? He's not listed on the SSA Inspector General's website. He is a hidden SSA, Social Security Administration officer in the process, but he has to be there because he is going to be the one to do the inspection of that B410 and all your sureties documents along with the U.S. trustee, and give the authorization, as he is the authorizing agent, to sign as the contractor on the SF-30 form. Okay? So that was a key find, but I didn't see what it was until I finally got in here and started understanding the process on this debtor in possession situation that we're operating in. Yes, the Social Security Administration is operating in Chapter 11. They're bankrupt. They're a debtor. But they are holding all of our assets. Now, basically, under the Certificate of Live Birth, you got your initial inheritance, and then you kept getting usage of those out there, as basically that was collateral, those credits, but you were also getting deposits in from the royalties that we had coming in from, like the oil profits, the land grazing profits, the water profits, you name it, that these corporations all owe back to us. Okay? The tariff taxes, the income taxes that are owed back to we the people. Now, when you turned 18, they started transferring some of the collateral out from underneath that Certificate of Live Birth over into the Social Security sureties account. And basically, at the end of 21 years since you did not claim your Certificate of Live Birth collateral assets, all of the collateral out of the Certificate of Live Birth was then transferred over into the Social Security sureties account. The military personnel, there again, basically, his assets were being transferred over into the Social Security account. Now, the initial deal for the Social Security was only to be a 7-year contract, because that's what all contracts are really based upon, is a 7-year contract. But by these commercial corporations, they bypass that. Now, all of this, they're holding all of our credits under our surety's name, but they try and attach our name to being the surety. Therefore, they're trying to claim that we are the debtor. We are not the debtor. We're the owner, and we're the unsecured creditor in the process. The same process was back in Moses' time. All of the people's assets were held by the debtor in possession. The pharaohs were the debtor in possession. They held all of the credits of the people, all the collateral. And that was what was on the capstone of the Great Pyramid. That's why our dollar bills and everything have the all-seeing eye. When you understand the knowledge and everything, and how to ascertain and bring down the debt that is owed to us and convert it into a credit for our benefit, then basically you have now reached the pinnacle. You are now in the all-seeing eye. Okay? And that's basically about it. But see, you people on the call, I don't know what your problem is. Okay? I tried to get the documents out there ahead of time. I had one of the documents up there a day before. Okay? And I changed on that document that I was sending it to the U.S. trustee and moved the trustee or the bankruptcy scenario up to the front and moved the state trustees down to the bottom and only CC'd them with a copy of the letter. You people don't know how to ask the question why when you don't understand something. I don't know what your problem is, but basically, take the words, okay? Debtor in possession. understand that we're the owner. Okay? The government, the corporations can't own anything. They're a fiction. And on this planet Earth, only the living can own it while they're alive. And then we have to either pass it over to another living individual, or basically it goes into an estate that basically everybody tries to rob. But you people need to start waking up and reading the documents, asking the questions why. Okay? And then try, if nothing else, ask yourself the question why, and then go and try and find the answer yourself. But don't rely upon everybody else to try and tell you the answer. I tried to give it all right to you. I didn't write a 100-page court document that nobody can understand, not even a judge. I tried to keep it simple. 3 pages at the max. Okay? It may take you 15-20 minutes to read it. Print it out. Highlight the things that you don't understand. Highlight the items that you're going to have to change to make it your document. See, this now is all up to you. I know damn well what I just submitted is basically it. From basically my past discussions, basically talking to other people in their discussions that they've had with the U.S. trustee. Had one guy out in Idaho that basically he was in bankruptcy action and basically also court divorce in the process and trying to claim his car back and different things. And basically the trustee told him, bring me all your receipts and I will take care of them. Well, the guy didn't know exactly what he was trying to infer. He didn't do it. Okay? But piecemealing some of this together by going into the bankruptcy court, myself and about 4 or 5 other people that have gone in there trying to use my documents when we went into the bankruptcy court. We were so damn close. But we didn't know that we needed the SF-30, the 1414, the 1415, the 1416, and basically bring in our certificate of live birth, or in my case, my DD-214, and order of termination and liquidation of them, and also understanding that our driver's license or our passport was our bank routing number to transfer the funds over to us to liquidate them. And we didn't know that basically our surety does not have a written name. He only has a numerical name. Okay? And that's your Social Security number. So, hopefully this makes a little more sense to you. I'm sorry I wasn't on the call, but basically I learned a lot from you guys not doing anything. I mean, the teacher's gone, okay? And the students just sit there like dummies. You should have been asking all sorts of different questions in the process. Should have been reading the documents, okay? Just don't sit there and wait for Patrick Devine to turn around and tell you everything out here. You've got to do a little of this yourself. If you don't do this, basically, they will chew you apart when it comes down to it. And you won't know how to defend all the assets that you get. Just like all these people that win the lottery. Okay? The choice is yours. Either get off your ass and start doing something, or basically just sit there. Have a good day. Take care.